Well, hello there, Argo. And hello to you here from the snowy Sault Ste. Marie. Give me a second here. I need to put on at least one glove. You know how much I tend to complain about my hands. So we'll tuck the other one away for the time being. So, the keen eye might notice something missing here. No, not Tower of History, it's right over there, in this normal spot. But there's something that was here is no longer here. And that is that obelisk that was erected there, was recently removed. And the only sign it was there is some disturbed ground there. Right there. So I know a lot of people are very happy about that because, of course, this is a burial ground. So they felt it was highly inappropriate to have put that there on a native burial ground. So I don't believe it's going to be put anywhere else. I think it's just been filed away in storage somewhere, and that's where it's going to remain, I believe. I think I remember reading that. I was hoping to get a little better angle, but it is what it is. There is the John G Munson back there. They making their approach to the lock. And I was just not quite fast enough to get them. So today's been a pretty busy day for myself. I have undertaken the challenge, it's a holiday challenge for rowing. Yes, rowing. And not on the river, thankfully, but I have a rower, Concept 2 rower at home. It's a holiday challenge to row 200 kilometers between Thanksgiving Day and midnight, 11:59 p.m. on Christmas Eve. So I've been diving into that, doing about 8 miles every morning. So I'm at 42 and a half kilometers 3 days into the challenge. So that's pretty good, I guess. So this was very confusing to me when I first got here, first winter. I mean, the first part is self-explanatory, but you're like, what? Like, where's the outhouse, right? And why is there a consortium of outhouses, right? So, it turns out there's actually, we need some periods there. So it's outdoor use of trails. And I think the last name of the person is House Consortium. So, once you realize that, then like, oh, that makes a little more sense. But there's these sleds here, and you see some people have been using them. They're on their little hill. So that's kind of neat. There was nothing like that where I lived in Oregon. There wasn't like community sleds that you could just walk up and use. So that's a new thing for me since moving here to Michigan. So on top of the rowing, I also finished running a network cable today for a security camera at my house. So had to get up on the snowy roof, so that was a little nerve-wracking, but no falls, which was the goal, to not fall, and got it done. So that, and I helped out a little bit of wiring, putting ends on cables, I should say, for someone else. And now here we are doing our afternoon walk. I'm watching the John G Munson. We're not going to get to hear it, but they have a tremendous horn. Like, they really do. Like, I have several videos of their whistle, and it's fantastic. So, if I remember right, the Saginaw is their sister ship. I do believe. Of course, there's a Tower of History, and if I zoom in, and zoom in some more, see that white dot in the middle? Right in the middle of the frame there, that is the Streamtime Live camera. So whenever you're watching the live feed, that's where you're watching from, right up there. Really good angle, of course. They see everything, as you can imagine. So I'm curious, has anyone succumbed to the Black Friday ads? I have generally been good. I think I may have mentioned earlier, but then I think I didn't end up actually recording it. But yesterday I did pick up coffee from the local coffee roaster here while I was getting my coffee beans. And so I picked up 9 pounds of coffee beans. So that should hopefully get me through the end of the year here. More like through the end of spring, but so couldn't pass that up, you know. And that's been pretty much it. I'm going to, after this walk, I'm going to see his boots. I'm gonna go to one of the stores and see if I can get some new insoles, like insulated insoles for these boots. So that's probably the one thing I'll get. We're back and we have some ducks. There they go. We only have one boat here, still at the George Kent Marina, and that's the Border Patrol boat. Ooh, something else down here. See, they had their chains on. I've not donned those yet, but they are set out and ready to do so. So I've only fallen once, knock on some wood. I like to keep it that way. I don't need to add any more numbers to that count. So that's for sure. What do you think, Argo? Walking on this boardwalk gives you a really good snow squeak. All right, if you can hear that. This is one of those nice weather days you kind of got to take advantage of. Do all your outdoor stuff. Because tonight and tomorrow are not going to be nearly as nice. So I'm sure a lot of people have seen this, but I guess for anyone who might be new, you see the rudder and propeller there of the museum ship Valley Camp right there. So this ship doesn't move, it stays here. Well, hey, it shouldn't move. I think it did float away once a little bit before I moved here. I saw in old pictures it used to be this way instead of tucked in here. So I don't know exactly when that change was made. Just know that it was made. Look at that. Here soon, the sooner we want to think about, this will be all frozen. You know, and when it breaks up here in the spring, I come here and you watch the chunks of ice flow down here. So, and like enough snow piled, especially over there on the walkway, you'll have like two or 3 feet of snow just stacked up there. So it's like a path on the pile of snow for people coming out here. It's kind of neat, but kind of hard walking as well. Have you ever tried to walk through like a path with a bunch of holes in it that's covered in the snow so you can't see them? That's what it's like. So I think. There we go. Up, up. See, he's the best boy. Look at that. Ship sniffing dog. Doing some sniffing right now. So we have the sun. Look how low that is. Wow. The Tower of History. The best boy in the Katmai Bay. The St. Mary's River. The Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, Canada, over there. So that is going to do it for this one. It's kind of a walkabout. We did kind of show one ship, but that breeze is a little stout for the light coat, so we're gonna keep on going. So I saw him having a little bit of a shiver there. So thanks for joining the best boy and myself, and we'll see you, well, pretty darn soon.